Welcome to our series of recap videos and to our introduction to accounting course. Welcome back to our series of recap videos. Today we are going to look at the balance sheet and how it applies. When we talk about the balance sheet is a statement of assets, liabilities, and capital. The balance sheet is actually demarcated into three broad sections, that is assets, liabilities, and capital. And the famous equation is assets are equal to the liabilities plus capital, and the capital is also referred to as equity. So the assets are mainly the resources owned by the company. So the company has cash, they have buildings, they have vans, inventory, any other intangible assets. All of these are resources the company owns, and that is what we call them assets. Liabilities are the obligations owed by the company to other people. So when you look at these sections, these are liabilities and they are obligations owed to other people of the business that have to be paid off by the business. So the business owes all these people, and so those owings are what we call the liabilities. And the equity are also known as the capital, are monies or funds shareholders have invested into the business. So those are the broad main categories. We have assets, which starts from here, all of these being assets. So if you look at one side of the balance sheet, there are all of assets, and below that we have the liabilities plus the equity, which is also known as the capital. And that now the assets must be equal to the liabilities plus capital. That's why we call it a balance sheet. It must balance. It must always balance. A not balanced balance sheet is not a balance sheet, because the thing has to balance. Anyway, now when we talk about current assets, they are items on the balance sheet that are expected to be converted into cash within 1 year. They are expected to be converted into cash within 1 year. Cash itself, has landed, because it is cash that's landed. It's cash, but we say cash and cash equivalent. As for cash, we all know what cash is. The monies the business has. But then cash equivalents are assets that can be converted into cash within 3 months. So cash equivalents are not currencies like notes and coins, of cash that we have, but they are near cash, what we call near cash. They are marketable securities. So they are instruments that can be converted to cash within 3 months. So if you have got some debt investments that can be converted to cash within 3 months, then they are cash equivalents. If you have got some others giving some investment that like 91-day T-bill and all of that, I mean, they are within 3 months. I mean, even though it's 91 day, they are within 3 months. If you have got shorter term investment like 2 months, 2 weeks, overnight investments and the rest, they are all near cash, and so we call them cash equivalents. That's why we have cash and equivalents. Now, when we talk about accounts receivable are payments held for goods sold or invoices raised but unpaid. So for instance, if we make sales on credit and they have not been paid, they are all called accounts receivable or debtors. Those are also our resources, people who owe us, and we need to keep record of them. Inventory are stock of goods held for sale. So if the items like our Sobolo business, if we have some Sobolo in stock, the value of that is kept here in inventory. If they are sold, then they are released to the income statement as cost of sales. But if they are not sold, then they stay in the balance sheet as inventory. Now, the sum of these will give us our current assets. These are not the end of the list. There can be some other current assets, prepayments and all of that. There are many, but for our purpose, we have these three as current assets. So when you sum all of these, you get our current assets, and we believe that these assets must be able to be converted into cash within a year, and that's why they are current assets. And when we talk about long-term assets, these long-term assets are supposed to be converted over a year. So they are held for more than a year. So when they are used up, we believe that over a year they will be used, and not just within 1 year. Net PP are the value of all fixed assets held by the business. So if the business buys a building, they buy a car, they buy all the Sobolo mixing machines and the rest, the value of it is kept here. Now, as the assets are being used over and over, their depreciation is deducted from the value of the assets, and that's why we get the net PP. So the net is just the depreciation, the accumulated depreciation that has been deducted from the value of the assets. Goodwill are intangible assets that are generated when a business acquires another business for more than what it is worth. So let's say our Sobolo business, we decide to acquire another business, and the business is valued on their books as say 10,000, and we buy the business for 15,000. We have bought it in excess of the value of the business on its books, right? So if that is the 5,000 that we have paid in excess of the value, is what we call the goodwill, because we believe that the business, even though it's valued this way, it's worth more than it is valued in its books, and the difference of the 5,000 is what becomes our goodwill. There are more to that, but at this level, goodwill, just know it as a business that's bought in essence. Other intangibles, so we have intangibles. Now, these intangibles could be value of licenses that we have acquired, that we believe that we are going to operate under for a very long time, and that is what happens. So the net of these things will also be the net intangible, net goodwill, as it applies. So that is that. Now the sum of all these assets as we have it, the long-term asset become the total long-term assets of the business, and we believe that these assets are to be used over a year. Now, the sum of the total current assets plus total long-term assets become the total assets of the business. So just to recap, we have on the asset side, we have current assets grouped and long-term assets also grouped. And in the current assets, we have our cash and cash equivalents, which are our near cash, and our physical cash. We have account receivable, which are owings to the business, inventory, stock of goods held. And when we come to our long-term assets, our net PPE being the value of our fixed assets and goodwill, monies paid in excess of a business acquired, and intangible assets which have been acquired for the business. And all of these become the total assets of our Sobolo business. Thank you.